Alrighty, moving on to the all-important grading section. There's going to be 6 different ways for you to earn points throughout this course, and I am going to go through each of those one by one. So first, assignments. There's going to be 4 assignments, each worth 10% of your total grade, totaling up to 40%. These assignments will require the use of Stata. As I said before, I think it's important for you all to either know Stata or get comfortable with using a different software than you're used to. This is going to be done in groups, so if you don't feel super comfortable with Stata, make sure you find someone else who feels a little bit more comfortable and you can collaborate and learn from each other. The purpose of these assignments is going to be applying methods covered in the class, as well as forcing you to write out interpretations of these methods so that I can know that you really understand these methods. They are going to be due at the beginning of class period on the due date. Late assignments will incur a substantial grade penalty. Make sure that you turn them in. If you turn them in ever so slightly late, maybe it'll be a small grade penalty. And if you reach out ahead of time, you might be able to make that grade penalty a little bit smaller. But note that late assignments may incur a grade penalty up to a score of 0. Late assignments make life much harder for the TA who is going to be in charge of grading those assignments and for me. And one thing, note that you only have to upload 1 copy to Canvas for each group. So just make sure that when you submit them, that me and the TA know who is in the group and that these group members are clearly identified. One note with that up to 3 members thing, that may change once I find out the exact number of students who are going to be in this course. We might bump that up to 4. So assignment formatting. All parts of the assignment must be typed. I will not accept any handwritten portions to the assignments. Also, we will not allow any raw Stata output. You are going to have to convert all of your output into quote unquote pretty tables that are going to strictly adhere to table theory. More info on that soon, but Janet Johnson, who previously taught this course, has a whole video series on what she calls table theory, which is going to serve as the style guide for tables for the remainder of this course. You must also submit a text format Stata log file. Note that this is a log file, which essentially goes through both your code and all the output of the code. This is not a do file. If you have any confusion on what a log file is, the first lab session is going to be sort of an introduction to Stata that will include how to create a log file. Make sure to do that, otherwise you will receive a grade penalty. You will also receive a grade penalty if you submit a do file as opposed to a log file. The assignments are going to be graded by the TA, obviously in collaboration with me. Each question will have a stated point total, and there's going to be lots of partial credit. No extra credit's going to be available for the most part, but there will be lots of partial credit available. There will be answer keys posted to Canvas, and I will ask you that if you have questions about grading, please consult the TA first. However, obviously, I'm willing to meet with you if you have any concerns regarding your assignments or the grades that you receive on them. Each assignment, as I said at the beginning, will carry equal weight in the final grade, regardless of the stated points total. So that's a thing where like one might have 160 available total points, one might have 80 available total points, but it's all going to end up as 10% total.